Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Jets.
Bro, that shit is fucking trash, bro. This nigga is just launching the ball downfield, bro. No getting the pass interference, bro. Trying to swat the ball, man. Stop that shit, bro. That shit fucking weak, bro. The fuck, bro? This shit's full of fucking animations, bro. But I ain't even getting the fucking animation, though. That's what's crazy, man. Nigga ain't even get the fucking animation, man. I'm just out there swatting the ball. Yeah.
Watch the run, watch the run. He's checking
Get the fuck up, bro. This shit, man. Whole ass, man.
Now the first carry for Ronald
Look at that, man. Fucked up, nigga. Look at the fucking ball. Stupid.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So
the fucking ball, man. This game goes so hard. I would have to do the most for the win fucking game.
To me, that's the magic number.
Bum ass
20
game.
points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, it's Jones, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I murdered my best friend.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Huh?
We got 4.
Who?
We got 4. Check the run.
Here's Jackson.
No, bro, that was Kevin Davis, dog. You know he a little neck too.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
I believe.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Let's go, ball. Exactly the bullshit they just... Man, give me the fucking ball, man. I ain't about to... Fucking ball,
Jackson.
That sucks to lose like that, bro. My soul would be.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have
Fucking
liked to
ball,
have held
man.
on to on this first drive. Instead,
He's gonna
second
finish this
down.
game out, man.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't
Oh, we can do it
open
with
in the
that.
zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Jones. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8
We're gonna
forthcoming.
run it up the middle. We're gonna get it touchdown.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to get
Let me
this
score too
inside
fast.
the
Man.
30.
Some bullshit that
Give
happened
him
last
12
season.
yards there. The Jets have a first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They'll run on first down. Sawyer, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, Sawyer. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
You got nothing.
Play action. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. On 4th down, King. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Let's go. Here we go. Go. Set.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered
No,
pellets.
so what's flagged today, man? He ain't
grass
tight
that we used to play on, right, and chew it up.
What
Now,
those flags
it's
going on
artificial
with you, man?
surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
I feel that.
The
Sometime
last
in
run
that.
got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
If I had to guess, bro, he probably shooting.
Williams.
I'm not trying to be a smart
And he'll be
ass.
taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good. And by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however,
one thing you
is
call the time now.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot.
So you can get that win behind you. So that win strong in your face.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Looked like nobody open, now second down.
This year, them pass making
Yeah, that one sailed on him.
off.
You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ain't no life ain't the same without being under influence on something.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Y'all know, y'all.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on third down, Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brooks. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. All he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
To throw is King.
Oh, so we're still kind of running hard now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Back to throw. King. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Now King throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Ben Banagoo in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, 40. Check. Mike 7, exit.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Tight down. There you go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all State wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's King from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Williams. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 31, check 31. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
King now from the gun. He'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. King. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
What up?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, yeah, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there.
Illegal man downfield.
We often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Back to throw. King. This is caught by Williams. So an agile move, but not a big gain. Down right near the 25. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he brings
Let's go,
this
deep.
back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
He's got him in, complete. And he finally goes out of bounds
What the frick are you doing?
40. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's make these babies crawl. Mike 55, Mike 55.
2nd and 1. Looking for the end zone.
Yeah!
Oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
The short dude. Way to get that pick.
Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard.
Go in like that.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Set the tone, D. Go. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. You better be afraid of me. You better.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. What? Go.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 4.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Oh.
Looking left side, and he's got him in.
Oh.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
Oh, I thought you were going back there. Oh, I thought you were going back there.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Running right, Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 36-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
That's baby shot. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Check. Mike 48. Mike 48. Bandit.
From the gun, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Set, hut. 70 ending. Switch. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again to Jones. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to go up top for and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked across the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle.
Why you bumping my receiver, bro? I thought one-on-one, man. Give him a 10.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Give him a 10, man. Man, that's an X-Factor receiver, bro. Exactly. You talking about not with that nigga. That's cancel each other out.
Set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Come on. Hey. 4 down. Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Greer. Hey, check Mike 16. Hey, that QB's trapping.
King operating from the gun. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Ben Banagoo has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Number 16's coming. Check Mike.
Looking to throw. King. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
That's my fault. I should have swatted it. That's my fault. Got a little greedy.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Quickly here, and that's complete. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Mike 16. Here we go.
To throw is King. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
I was about to say, come on, baby.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. It's a wonder just to move it around back there. The number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now King on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
Oh,
the
that's
front
crazy.
putting on the pressure. The
That's
backside
crazy.
being ball hawks.
That is crazy.
And the 13-year man puts it through.
Y'all showing me some love.
Yielding 3.
That was love right there,
Well, it's a
man.
Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense.
48, go. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. He's checking.
From the 35 on second down, Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
That nigga gotta get it.
Good effort there trying to
Oh
take
my
a shot,
God.
but it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you're
That,
still taking
what you
shots
call
like
it,
that
crazy.
downfield.
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks,
Man, now
you
these
can put
niggas
yourself
get
in
up.
jeopardy.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And here we go again.
Here's King. From the gun, he'll throw. Going for Metcalf. And that's inside the 35.
That nigga thought it was pick, too.
DK
He thought it was pick, too.
81 yards. And the Bucs
Nigga, stop lying. Nigga, that's why you stop running.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead.
Get the freak out of here, man.
So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah,
And what a freak was my
they had a
cornerback.
3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run.
That would have been love right there.
He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back.
I was waiting on it. That's why I ain't too.
I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right.
Nigga.
His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That love, man. That love. That love, man.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have
That's
already
love,
been
man.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
96.
A big play there. His 17th touchdown
96.
now on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
95 or 96.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember,
Man, I thought I tried.
Is it a straight line 75 yards, too? Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final
They
number
said they
is,
fixed it in that in one of them
seat on the
updates.
bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one.
I tried it. That was my
Chances
first
of
time
getting
trying it.
that
I
done,
won't try it no
slim
more.
And none. And I do
My
believe we
fault,
saw
defense.
Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Get that ball. Time is the mark. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 7. Mike ready.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Big Frank, where they spawn at, big
All
dog?
game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This will be caught around the 6. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
That's love,
The
bro.
Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Let's get off the field. 40. Echo. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Jackson from the shotgun. And
That's
he's
touchdown.
in. Touchdown, Jets.
He out of what?
2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend
That's
their
touchdown,
lead.
baby.
Pinheiro now to add
Man,
that
that's a
extra point.
touchdown. But what you talking about, bro?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Man, you got to rewind that, bro, and look at it again.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro.
Yeah. Man, I'm talking to D. Frank, man. I'm not talking to your whole ass, man. Shut up.
For a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late.
Yeah, they counted because he caught it right
one
there.
last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Nigga, we ain't going for that.
Once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here. We'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
2nd and 3.
Oh, give me that!
To took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
That's a big boy trying to body, though.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw.
Yeah,
they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Back to throw. King. Now a desperation throw deep down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Look at DK Weeks here. That nigga so weak. Nigga swatting at the ball. They get your little punk.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Both of these niggas lit up. Oh, my God.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Man, this nigga got through.
The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. This is Jones.
You do right by man, big dog. Sometimes you do right by you, man. You know what I'm saying?
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they
let me see.
by a
Good
big
game, dog. Let me
to
check
put this
out
one on
this
ice.
kid.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting.
3 scores off from
Took
the
the
year.
paint off the walls with some of the words that were said.
That's a top ball game then,
It was
huh?
much more of the adjustments
That would have been a tie.
They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then
I'm
took
about to
off.
look at it.
It's really nice to watch in the second half.
They ain't even got the
So for
replay
the
up. Ain't that
Jets,
some bull
the
crap?
streak continues as they
But you
push their
got it.
mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it's a loss that could wind up
let me look at
costing
this
them a
Metcalf
first-round
kid,
bye
though.
as they dip to 9-3.
Let me look at this
And they'll get a
Metcalf
chance to redeem
touchdown, though.
themselves at home next week.
Well, you talking about what BS
For
catches I
Charles
got? Let me see if
Davidson,
you got
our
one,
crew
huh?
Here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Why won't let me? Why they locking on this dude? Man, this nigga went up with a look. Nigga went up with a weak animation. His hand got caught. No, he just missed the ball. Yeah, he just missed the ball. Nigga arm didn't go up when it was supposed to. Oh well. I kicked your ass, man. Yeah, I'm letting all on their back. The honorable, you gotta say the honorable Elijah Muhammad, big dog. Man, you get all them upgrades, you gotta get a speed, bro. Power mode. This nigga needs some finesse. Jared Dawson. You need some zone coverage. You don't need them. You don't need them. Yeah, I gotta go clean up first. Man, I had a very important win. 12-0, coach, very impressive. I don't want to do anything, so I'm not going to say it, but stay the course. Yeah, yeah. Back to the playoffs, bro. First one in morale for the whole team. I kind of forgot I had a breakout game that game. Let me see if Buddy got it. I think I got it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, and he got 2,000 XP, okay. He ain't get no point, though. Reinforcement. God, freaking get some reinforcement, dog. That's what my cornerback just got. Ability increases their chance of defeating run blocks, tackling runners, and disrupting catches. So, I ain't gonna never activate there. You can only have 3 on each. You can only have 3 on each side of the ball. I got like 5 X-Factor players on defense now.
Flash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the
3.
dance. No man, man.
That's madness.